Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Nick the Brave Chemo Kitties and Canines podcast. I'm your host, Nick the Brave. As someone battling cancer, I know how important it is to stay positive in the rough times. This is the only podcast that looks at the heroes behind the scene who help people that need it the most. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Nick the Brave Chemo Kitties and Canines podcast. I'm your host, Nick the Brave, and today I'm honored to have a special guest, Caid Smith. Caid is a student at the University of Kansas and is a yell leader there. Also, he's associated with the KU Powerlifting Club. Hi, Caid. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me on, buddy. I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
I know I told our listeners a little about you. Could you tell more about yourself?
Yeah, for sure. So I grew up in a small town in southwest Kansas. I have a twin sister, and it was my mom had breast cancer twice growing up. First time whenever I was 3, and then the second time whenever I was 8. And So a lot of my childhood was spent in a hospital because my twin sister also had croup. So she had some medical issues too. So at one point in my life, we moved right across the street from a hospital. So, we battled that. We made it through. Both are surviving. They're still healthy to this day. And now I'm a college student at KU, and I'm a cheerleader, as you said, and powerlifting club. And, now I'm up here in Lawrence, and I love it.
This is just like a manly question. You get made fun of because you're a cheerleader. Not like made fun of. I'm just saying, like your other boys, you get less macho.
Yeah, so it's funny you say that. So I'm a bigger guy. So I'm 6'4", and I'm 280 pounds. So most people, when they see me, they ask me if I'm a football player. And I always kind of laugh it off. I'm like, no, I'm a cheerleader. And then they think I'm joking. They kind of laugh, and they're like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, no, I'm really a cheerleader. So yeah, I get teased a little bit for it.
This podcast is about people who help others. You have many things going on in your life. How do you strive to help other people as you do all your jobs?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, my mom had breast cancer whenever I was a kid, but going through that, I've realized that everyone has their own battles. I mean, obviously you're fighting and you're doing good, and my mom had her stuff, I had my stuff. So I kind of just it's one of those things that you don't know what other people are going through, and so I mean, just being kind, just being a genuine person can change someone's day and opening the door for them. So just my civil duty is kind of how I help people in every day.
What made you get on the positivity track?
Ooh, so it was one of those things that in the world we're in now with COVID and everything, mental health is a big issue, and it just wasn't worth being negative all the time. Life's a lot more fun when you're positive and kind of just go with the flow, be happy, Everyone wants to be around that.
What is the biggest impact you've had in people's lives? How do you think you've done that?
Ooh, the biggest impact I've made in people's lives. Well, when I got to college, like I said, I was kind of a bigger guy, and it wasn't all muscle. I was fat, and so I got really into health and fitness, and I was lucky, and I had a buddy that helped me do it all, and I lost 60 some pounds, and so I realized that's what I know well is health and fitness, and so I have a lot of people actually that come to me and they say, hey, I need your help. How do I do this? And so I've realized that's my biggest strength in helping people every day is saying, sitting down with them, telling them what they need to do, telling them how to do it, and just help them reach their goals, because everyone wants to feel good about themselves.
Being a yell leader, you have to be really positive, even when the team is not winning. What do you do to stay positive with some negative people that might be out there?
So yeah, football is obviously known to have a little bit of a bad rap compared to basketball, but I loved cheering football games more than I did basketball games. It's kind of like a roller coaster, right? You're gonna have your lows, but whenever you hit a high, it's a lot of fun. And people are always going to be negative, but you brush it off and you do your thing, right?
Not everybody has the same opinions, or people's opinions are different. Do you ever think how your positivity brings people together? And if so, how do you think that works?
So yeah, there's many times where just like I said, working or holding a door open or something like that, just saying hi, how was your day? I've made a ton of friendships just being social with people. I'm in college and it was scary at first coming from a small town and moving into Lawrence. And so I just thought everyone's in the same battleground, right? We're all just trying to make friends. We're all just trying to have a good time. So I found common ground, just said hi to a lot of people, and here we are. I'm friends with a lot just because of a simple hello.
What are the positive things you would like to tell everyone to know about people you've met during your travels?
Ooh. Traveling is a lot of fun. You meet a lot of diversity, and so you meet a lot of new people, and it's always interesting to hear their stories. I mean, like I said, we're all on one earth, and we all have a lot in common, but we all are so different, and it's a lot of fun to hear those differences, because even the differences were still the same, and it's super cool to listen to people and share your thoughts with them, listen to what they have to say, and it really does make you feel good about humanity sometimes.
What are the long-term goals in terms of what you can do for other people?
So I have a trying to start a clothing business right now, and one of my goals, I actually just wrote it down. It was I started this during quarantine because I got bored, and one of my goals, I have 5 goals, and the third goal on the list is to help others as much as I can, whether that's giving them clothes, donating money somewhere, or just overall giving them an experience they never had. So
I always ask this question on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if someone's positive, that should be on my podcast in the future?
That's a good question. There's a lot of people out there. Have you ever thought about a KU football player? I feel like they'd be a good one to interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a buddy that's a KU football player, and it's funny because he strives for positivity too. He actually just got done doing charity work, and I think a KU football player would be fun to interview for you.
It was nice to meet you, Caid. Thanks for being on my podcast.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you. I had a blast. It was a lot of fun, buddy.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.